Congratulations! The next technique or the next information we're going to present to you in this video series is that you need to be able to learn new sales techniques, new marketing techniques for your companies, or to train the marketers of your company. Obviously, by you watching this video, you already made that decision. And if you did not make that decision, your boss has made that decision for you, which we're going to have to, give them a clap because they did a good job. But I want to congratulate them, and I also want to congratulate you for attending and wanting to watch this video series on how we can help you be able to increase your referrals. With competition heating up and access to those referral sources that are dwindling, agencies are starting to realize that they need to better their sales skills. They need to be able to practice, they need to be able to role play, and they need to be able to be drilled on what they are doing. When I hire sales teams out there, I practice, I drill, and I rehearse them every day. We come up with scenarios, and I tell them, if there's this particular scenario, what would you do? I would rather prepare them for those scenarios before they're even be able to face those scenarios, so that when they are in front of that particular doctor who created that scenario, they know what to say, when to say, and how to say things to be able to deliver that pitch, to be able to deliver that presentation, to be able to gain and persuade those physicians to start referring patients to them. I'm sure that you, as a marketer, as an owner, as a liaison, as a president or CEO of a company, you have looked around everywhere trying to find that particular person like myself to help and train you guys how to be able to market your company out there and correctly. You're not going to be able to find us out there. There is a very few, and even with us being a few, there's only a few that's going to be able to help you go and reach where you want to be. We have a lot of consultants out there that will help you start up a company and run it, but a lot of them will not help you market your company and help you gain more referrals. So I'm glad that you have found us, and I'm glad that you're watching this video series, and I look forward to helping with you guys. So in sales and marketing, we have what we call the 60-day phenomenon. The 60-day phenomenon is where we hire brand new marketers or liaisons. They get so pumped up and want to work so hard, and within those first 60 days, they are out there pushing, selling, getting all those referral leads, just pumped up, wanting to show you how great they are. But then, if we do not pay attention, if we do not monitor them, if we do not guide them as administrators, as owners, as marketing supervisors, eventually within 60 days, they will dwindle down. They will go back to their normal self. And more likely, they will start producing less. It is the weirdest thing to be able to see the 60-day phenomenon. You look back, and if you don't pay attention, you ask yourself, what happened to that amazing person that I met and that I seen in the first 60 days? As owners, as presidents, as CEOs, as administrators, our job is to make sure that our salespeople, our marketers, our liaisons are monitored. The reason why I'm starting this in the beginning of this video series is because this is the most important thing to do. And that is that before you send them out there, and also when you train them, when you give them these new advices, these new ideas on how to market, because I absolutely know that if you do just some of the few tips that I help and show you guys, you'll be able to see a big difference in your referrals that are coming to your agency, into your company. What I don't want to happen is a 60-day phenomenon to where you're going to get all this information that I share with you. You're going to be so happy, so ecstatic to start using them, and eventually you will reverse yourself and go back to your normal marketing or old ways. Okay, I want you to avoid this. Before you go out there and start marketing, you need to be able to control your base. You need to be able to actually know the services that you're providing, to know what extent can your agency do services for particular patients. You never ever want to actually tell a physician that you can do something and then all of a sudden you cannot able to do what they have asked you. Remember this. Your agency is just like other agencies. You provide skilled nursing, you provide therapy, you provide social workers, you provide home health aides. These are the similar services that other agencies are providing. It's what you can add. It's what you can add and how you can present your company that's going to make your company different from the rest. Another thing is this. You need to be able to know what to ask the doctor, what to say, and when to say it. So one thing that I want you to do is this. You need to be able to ask questions. If you can ask questions, and if you can't ask questions, you will never get the answers. If you don't ask for a referral, you're never going to get referrals. Remember this, people like to talk about themselves. People don't like to hear you talk constantly. They don't want to hear you talk too much. If you are talking too much, I guarantee that you will not get referrals from that person. Don't spend most of the time of this meeting of you trying to push to these referral sources how amazing your company is. How you have this, you offer that, and you do this, and you do that. Don't do this, okay? What you need to do is pretty much the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule means you will let them talk 80% of the time, and you will only talk 20%, okay? So make sure that you know how to ask these questions. And we have a variety of questions that we will actually be able to help you guys know what to say and when to say. So understand this. One good question is this. Ask them if they refer patients to home health agencies. By you asking that question, you will know, do they really have patients? And you can then expand from there and ask the physician, if you do refer patients, how many do you normally refer in a year? How many do you normally refer in a month? How many do you refer in a week? Look, by you asking and being able to ask the questions, you can find out and get an idea and understanding of what the potential is to have this particular physician or referral source under your services. Now, I have heard from other people is ask a physician who they are referring to, because you want to know who your competitions are, especially with that particular physician or referral source. My answer to that is this: there's no need. Because look, you don't have competition from just one agency or two agencies or who this physician is referring to right now. Your competition is everyone that is servicing that area of yours, where that physician is or where that physician's patients are located at. So your competition is everyone. Even though that physician is referring clients to this particular agency as we speak right now, by tomorrow, that physician can be referring to someone else, to another agency that approached them. And that agency that he should be doing it is your agency, because we're going to be able to help you and show you that how to create those presentations. So it doesn't matter who they're referring to right now. Your job is to create a presentation that's going to show why they need to refer to you. When you ask those questions, give it time for the physician to be able to reply and to be able to actually tell you what they need. And when they actually give you answers and information, so the answers that they give you, that's how you're going to be able to tailor your presentation. Okay? It is always good to go ahead and ask them, and at the same time as present to them your agency as the answer and how similar your agency is to what they're actually looking for in a company to refer to. Okay? It's that simple. You really need to be able to learn how to ask questions. Countless times, a lot of home health agencies will go into a physician's office because they got that appointment. Let's say they were able to, convince a physician to see them. They go in there, and then the moment that the physician goes, okay, go, they start jabbering. They just start saying all these things. Oh, we provide this, we do this, we're located here, we provide these services here, we do this, blah, 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 blah. Look, by then the physician's bored. Look, you want to be able to engage the physician. If you walk into a physician's office and you were given that opportunity for that meeting that they rarely give, When you finally get that, you sit down and you ask him questions. You say, so, how long have you been here? You want to be able to ask rapport building questions. So, what made you want to become a physician? How long have you been in this area? Now, once you start getting the initial questions right there, what you need to be able to ask is this. It's like, let me ask the physician, look, I'm sure that you're servicing a lot of patients and you do have patients that needs home health services. Now, let me ask you this question. When you're looking for a particular company to work with, what's the most important thing that you want from that agency? He's going to answer that question. You can also ask him another question by saying, okay, from a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the best, 0 being the worst, what does it take, or what's the number that an agency needs to be at in order to be able to get your referrals? If he says a 10, okay, what can we do to make it a 10? Look, remember, keep on asking questions. By you wanting to know more about what they feel, what they think, it's going to generate that this person is going to look at you and say, you know what? This guy cares. This guy wants to know more about me. So let me keep on giving him information. Look, if all you did is talk, they're going to get tired. Let them talk. Let them tell you what they're requiring. Let them tell you what they need with a home health agency. And when you find that, this is, when they say knowledge is power, this is the best part about this. You're going to use the knowledge that you gained from that particular physician, and you're going to be able to use that to get his trust and for him to realize that he should start referring patients to you. So keep on watching more of our videos. We have more information to come.